All right, so I want to show you two things from BZBGEAR. One of them is the switcher box, basically, and one of them is the joystick. And I've got them set up on 3 PTZOptic cameras. Over here is a really cheap monitor. That's my Multiview, so I can see what's going between there and what it will look like if I move the cameras around and those sort of things. And then over here is my broadcast through a Mac. And then over here is a preview for the actual slideshow, and that's what gets distributed over to here. But the cool thing that I dig about a couple of things is, we'll talk about the switcher first, is I can decide beforehand on my preview. My preview is the bottom, that's the green lights. The program, what's going to go out, is in the red lights. So you'll see if I'll show you this one. So if I push camera 3, the camera that's getting sent out changes. But down here, if I push camera 2, nothing changes over here. It's going out, but it changes over here in my Multiview, which is coming out over here. And what Multiview will let me do, so let's say I go to camera 2 on my joystick, and I want to, get it into a different look. I want to get it over here and get it ready. And then, this is what's showing to the live stream right now, but I'm like, okay, now I want to switch this. I would just simply use this bar here, or just push the button up here, but I can use this bar. It changes. See how now what's showing the output in OBS and what's showing in my program over here. It's just a switch back and forth. And then your camera that you have that's down the bottom would now be preview. So there's lots of things you can do with this box here. You can do picture in picture, you can do fade to black, I'm not using it for the audio side of it, but there's other things you can do. You can even do, like, if you want to change the transition. So like, I'll show you here. So I'm using, there's an up to down, down to top to bottom, side to side. So like, you could do a little swipe. See how that's swiping as I go up and down? You can kind of see it changing. Or I can go left and right, or right and left. I think personally, just the mix looks best for our purposes and for what I'm doing here for a church. You also could do fade. I'm not a big fan of the fade because it goes black and that looks weird. So I think the mixing the two together, and we slide it up and down, does it. It would also do it if I just push the button up here. It just switches. I don't think it matters what I have over here. See, so if you just want to switch between and not use the little T-bar to do your transitions, right now I'm selecting the same. You could just camera 3, camera 1, camera 2, and be done. So that's what you can do with this. Now, what's cool over here at the joystick is the presets. So let's go. Program is on camera 2, which is this camera over here on the right. I can set presets, and I've already done some. So cool thing is, I just push call 1 and then hit enter, and boom, it changes. So then if I do call 2, enter, it moves around. So you can preset as many as you want here, like up to like thousands if you wanted to have different presets. Call 3, and it moves around. Now the cool thing about that too is, let's say you wanted to get camera 3 ready in the preview window to another one. You do that call, and then you would switch it over here, in here, and then now it's ready. Now it's on screen OBS. So this does so much stuff, to zoom in and out, and you can change the speed of it. There's a dial over here that'll let you change the speed. Like if you want it like ridiculously fast, I think H as high as it goes. It goes real fast and moves really fast. See, look at that. Whoosh. Ooh, look how dirty that shelf up there is. That's funny. I didn't know it would do that. So you can decide to do it fast or slow. I like the speed down personally as low as it'll go, which is 1. So it's a little bit slower. It looks a little better in the long run. For purposes of, if you're actually live, you'd want it to be slower. But This thing's not too hard to set up. There's some great videos by BZBGEAR that helps you set this up and get your IP addresses and everything else ready to go and all done. But you can do autofocus. Like, you can even do, like right now, see, I can change the focus just by turning this little dial. And it's changing, you know, but you can just push autofocus, auto AE, auto exposure, and then we're done. We're back to that, which is really, really cool. Yeah, so, and the cool thing too, so let's say like you've got a camera, it's just hitting way over here, like, oh man, it's in the wrong spot, I need to get back. Push this home button right here, and it goes all the way back to where it sets when it turns on, which is really cool. And also, I'm powering my cameras with a PoE that's just sitting on my floor, but so there's no cords up there except for the Ethernet and the SDI. But yeah, so this little look at the joystick from BZBGEAR, and this, I call it a switcher box from BZBGEAR.
Hey, I hope you enjoyed that product review. Make sure, again, you click the link in the description if you want to go see what it looks like and see if it's on sale. Also, click that video down here. It's another product review that you're going to love, and make sure you hit that subscribe button and give us a like.